Year 2, how are you today? So this is a little bit unusual because Mrs. Lang doesn't usually do the art lessons for you, but as I promised, I did say I would show you how to make one of these chef's hats. So I thought it'd be the perfect opportunity as an art lesson. Okay, so let's put the chef's hat here. And what do we need to make our chef's hat? Well, we'll need a piece of paper, just a plain piece of paper. You can use a scrap piece of paper if you want. You'll only be looking at one side. So if you've got an object of paper that you've drawn on or something like that, you can use that. You'll need some colouring, felt tip pens. I have a ruler, scissors, and I have a lovely glue gun. Can you see that? Okay. Also have some tissue here that I actually made the hat with. There you can see. So what Mrs. Lang did is actually, this is just any old tissue paper. You can usually get it if you had a new pair of shoes or trainers, or if you've ordered anything and they stuff that brown tissue paper in there, you can use that. If you haven't got that, you can use a newspaper or anything that's slightly bigger that you can crumple and fold. Okay, on with the lesson, Mrs. Lang. Right, so the first thing you'll need to do is get your A4 paper like that, and you'll need to, remember with Mrs. Shah you were looking at fractions, but you're going to have to fold it into 3. So it's going to be 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3. Now I measured this earlier with my ruler, and I know it's roughly around 21, not quite exactly, but roughly around 21. So I'm going to measure it into 7. So if you can see what I'm doing there, I'm measuring make sure it's this end of the paper. So we've got it portrait side, this end. So 7, and then another 7. There we are, and we have a 7 left. It doesn't matter if the other 7 is a little bit different, because you'll probably not use that. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our ruler, we're going to place the ruler where our line was, where we made the line for our 7, and we're going to fold, okay? I use a ruler because then it makes sure that my folds are really straight. There we are. Fold that there. So if you can see, this is Mrs. Lang's first fold, and then from the next 7, so my little line there, I'm going to put the ruler there again. Put it this way for you. Ruler there again, if you can see that. I'm going to measure, and I'm going to fold it against the ruler. There we are. Okay, are you still with me? Right. Then what you'll need to do is you'll need to cut along those lines, and then you're going to have to measure your head, and you're going to have to glue these parts together. So before you glue them together though, this is where your felt tips come in handy. Mrs. Lang has already prepared her one. If you can see, she's cut out her A4 paper into strips, and she attached 2 of the strips with glue. So I simply put them together like that, and I glued one end there. Okay, so I know this fits my head. So far I just have the bottom bit of my chef's hat. So now, Mrs. Lang, now guys, what you'll need is your tissue paper or paper, and then you are going to line your tissue paper up with your paper there. So what we're going to have to do is, mine's a bit longer than that, that's fine, and I'm going to glue it. But before we glue it, if you think of a chef's hat, they have these little folds there. So if we split our paper in half, as you can see, There we are. If I just bend that in half there, I'm going to fold that there. There we are. Then I'm going to take it back open again, and then I'm going to fold, keep the fold here, it'll sort of wrap nicely round, and then I'm going to press it. I hope you can see that properly. So I'm just going to press the paper back. Then I'm going to get another, I'm going to pinch it together. So you can see I'm sort of pinching at one end and the other, and I'm going to fold that down there. And then I'm going to take it from the other end, and I'm going to do one more fold. Make sure it goes all the way to the end, so it has a fold like that. So hopefully you can see it has folds in it. Now I'm going to lay it straight again with my folds, and I'm going to glue my band onto the bottom of it here. So if you can see that, it will be glued onto the bottom there. Right, so do it now. There we are. Let's just glue this. So put lots of glue on it. There we are. So make sure it goes round. So I'm going to glue the band around there. There we are. Right. And then, so you should have something like this, your paper and your band there, your folds. Then you're going to attach it and glue it to the other end. So if you fold your bands together, and then you're going to glue them together like this. Okay, so put some glue onto a little bit of your fold there. Can you see that? Glue there. And then I'm going to glue, a bit tricky, glue the paper down. Make sure that it's even. Evens around. There we are. And then you're going to glue tissue paper around it as well. So there we are. I'm going to put my glue onto the tissue paper. Be very careful of the tissue paper because it has a tendency to break. Now, if we're thinking about science, we probably wouldn't use a tissue paper to use a hat for this very reason. It tends to break and it's not very waterproof. However, it does keep our hair away from our face so we can see what we're doing, and it also prevents our hair from coming down into our food, which is that cross-contamination activity. But this is our lesson, this is that. Right, so now you should have a very long, round circular there. What you're going to have to do now is put your hand up underneath and put one hand here. You might need the help from an adult, and you're going to bunch it over. There we are. So you literally bunch it over to the size that you want. There we go. See that? You see where I've got the line that sits behind there. And bunch it over. There we are. And then you're going to glue it. So you're going to have to glue it from the inside. Or in fact, if you've got lots over, you can just twist it, like Mrs. Lang is doing. She's just twisting the bottom there. And then you can hold that in place, you can glue that in place as well. So make sure it's the right size. There we are. You just glue that down. Make sure that you've got everything glued, because Mrs. Lang has got a little then you've got the folds to the front, and then you have your chef hat. There we are. Mine is rather big this time, so Mrs. Lang's going to be inundated with chef hats. Right, if you don't have some paper, don't worry, because there's another way. Oops, lost you guys, sorry. There is another way that you can make a chef's hat. Right, so this time you'll need 2 pieces of paper. Hopefully, if you glue one side and wrap it around your head. So, I'm just going to glue. You have a look there, just the top bit of my paper. And I'm going to glue it to the other top bit here. And then you are going to wrap it around your head and glue it like such, okay? You don't have to do that now. What you then are going to do is I'm going to draw some wavy lines. So I don't know if you can see that. A little bit like the sea. And I'm just going to do some wavy lines. And then you're going to have to cut them out. So, let's do this. There we are, we've got some wavy lines there. Bear with Mrs. Lang while she cuts them out. Right, I would suggest now that you decorate it. This time I'm not going to decorate it with fruit or anything else. I am going to decorate it with just one single MasterChef. I'll write MasterChef on it. So, with a pen. So we have our Master Chef. Now I might draw a little chef hat as well. Oh yeah, doesn't look much of a chef's hat, but you can draw or decorate it however you like. And then you are going to glue it together. So, just glue one side there, and then you attach it like so. And then you have another chef's hat. Okay guys, so that was your art today. I hope you had fun. I had real good fun making them for you. So take care, have a good weekend. Speak to you soon. Bye.